The whole soundtrack is a classic. It's just so good. Chemical Plant Zone is probably my favorite jam, and I'll probably have it played at my funeral. The special stage song rules. I'd also like to call out the people who trash on the Genesis's music. They never played any Sonic games, and they never played Streets of Rage 2. The Sega Genesis music is excellent. Super Nintendo's got a lot of great tunes and stuff, but there's some crunchy, like, rock and roll-ish stuff going on, and you can't deny it.
There's a very distinct difference between the two hardwares. And while people are like, yeah, I know that. It's like, no, you don't. Because if you're going to criticize the Sega Genesis for having quote unquote bad music, which has been propagated for so many years, you're not acknowledging the fact that there's a different instrument within that console. And no, you've never played any of the Sonic games, the Streets of Rage games, or even weird stuff like DJ Boy that has good music, okay?
Or hell, Minnesota Fats.
Minnesota Fats or the Shining Force games. What do they all have in common? They were all distinctly Sega games. Most people think that the Sega Genesis has bad music because they're comparing cross-platform games that were often developed for the Super Nintendo first and then ported over to the Sega Genesis.
Right.
Well, that's like me saying, hey, Pete, I just wrote this beautiful concerto for the piano. Play it on your tuba. And then you turning around and be like, well, I can't play this on the tuba because this is written for a piano. And I turn around and say, the tuba is stupid. It doesn't make music because it can't play this concerto I wrote for the piano. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah, the two sound chips, they produce like straight up different sound waves. I forget the full details of it, but one's a square wave and one's a triangle wave. And that's about the extent of the knowledge I remember from a magazine like 20 years ago. But
no, Nico Bond, the tuba is not an instrument. Tuba suck. Piano good.
Get a sousaphone.